Kevin McCarthy, thank you for your time, and good morning to you there in Washington.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Is this plan dead on arrival?
No, we will look at this plan. I do like the idea of the free trade agreements in the plan, but 3/4 of this is just failed part of the stimulus that he already offered before. And then to go through and offer tax increases in this economy, when in 2009 the president said not to raise taxes in a tough economy, I just don't see where that creates any jobs.
Well, take that one point, because the cost is $447 billion. And it's gone up a couple billion here and there, depending on what article you read over the past couple of days, paid for largely with a tax increase. How are Republicans going to work with this White House based on the statement you put out a few days ago that said, hey, we'll share ideas? But where are the ideas that have common ground?
Well, I think the free trade agreements have common ground. We will look at any transportation project that is actually a real project, that environmental rules do not hold it up. We actually want to focus on small business, because small business is where jobs are created. An entrepreneur never takes a job from anybody. They actually create a job. And we've got 11 small business and energy policy bills that have passed the House that are sitting in the Senate. We tell the president, take those up. They are scored more than hundreds of thousands of jobs that were created. And think for a moment, if we would start producing energy in America, that'd be less money sent overseas, and that'd be jobs in America created with more revenue coming in.
Well, here's what our Fox polling indicates. And despite all these battles over Social Security and these debates or health care reform, it still looks like the economy and jobs is issue number one. 2 weeks ago, our Fox polling showed 60% disapprove of how the president is handling this economy. So now you have this proposal where he goes across the country to various districts. If it does not go through, does he get the blame, or are you concerned that Republicans get the blame in Congress?
Look, Republicans like to put people before politics. We produce bills based upon policy, which we produced 11 that are sitting in the Senate. This president is going back to the failed stimulus. He said that unemployment would never go above 8%. It has. And what has he done again? To go back to the same, borrow more money, tax more on the small business, to think he's going to get a different outcome. He will not get a different outcome. We will sit down with this president, focus on small business where jobs are created, unshackle what holds us back from regulation, and we will continue to pass bills out of the House and ask the Senate to take them up, and we will talk to the president any moment he wants to about job creation, not more government spending. The only job government ever creates is the IRS.
You mentioned stimulus twice now in 3 minutes. What did you learn from the stimulus of 2009?
That it's a Keynesian view that failed, that it cost us more than $1 trillion, that small business is what creates jobs. You know, if you measure from the end of the last recession, the beginning of this recession, 2001 to 2007, it's the companies with 500 employees or fewer that added 7 million jobs. Companies with 500 employees or more outsourced 1 million jobs. So we need to focus on entrepreneurship, empower entrepreneurs, not more government.
It's the next great debate. Kevin McCarthy, thank you for your time. Republican
Thanks
from
for having me.
California. You bet. We'll talk again. Thanks.